Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you guys so much for stopping by. So for today's video, we are going to be doing swatches of a palette that I recently got. And this is a palette that I have been trying to get for like a couple of months now, but it had been kind of sold out every time I went to the website. And this palette is from an indie brand, which is also a black owned brand, also ran by a black woman. So this is like a three things that I like, basically, let's put it that way. So this palette, you guys, I found on Instagram a couple of months ago, and as soon as I saw the video for it, I was just like, wow, this is pretty. Like, I want to, I want to see this. And the funny thing is, when I came across it on Instagram, I'm just like a person, when I like something, the first thing I'm going to do is go to YouTube, see if I see any reviews on it, or any videos or any buzz about it, because I had never heard of it before it popped up in my Instagram feed. So I go on YouTube, you guys, and I kid you not, the first time I went on YouTube, I could count on one hand how many videos were on there. And one of the videos was actually made by the owner and the creator of this palette. So I was just like, why are there so few videos about this palette, especially seeing how amazing it looks? So I tried to order it. I was a little skeptical because when it comes to Instagram, I don't really like ordering things on Instagram because a lot of things turn out to be like scams. So I was kind of nervous, but it was out of stock anyway. So I kind of put it out of the back of my mind, and probably a couple of weeks later, it popped up in my feed again, and I was like, oh yeah, that palette, let me, go check again and see if I see any new reviews. This time, it was like one or two more, and I was just like, dang, like this palette obviously is selling. It's out of stock. Why are there no reviews on it? So I went back again. It was sold out again. But this past Memorial Day weekend, it popped up in my feed for the third time. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to order this palette. It has PayPal, so, PayPal is like a money insurance thing. So I was like, even if it's fake, I won't be scammed, right? Because I didn't know if it was a real brand, real company, real anything, because there were no reviews to base it on. There were only those couple of reviews. So I finally was able to pick up the palette. I was super excited. Also, too, they had an amazing bomb sale for the palette. The palette was in stock, and it was 40% off. So I was just like, okay. So I hurried up, put it in my cart, ordered it, all that good stuff. At first I was having problems though ordering it. Let me backtrack a little bit. I was having problems processing my transaction, and I was just like, what is going on? I'm like, I know that it's Memorial Day weekend, so maybe because of the sale and because of the high volume of people probably trying to get it, I was like, maybe that's what's going on. So there was an email for me to email the people so that I could find out, what to do. And I didn't think that they were going to respond to me until that following Tuesday after Memorial Day. And lo and behold, the lady who is the creator of this personally emailed me back, which I thought was amazing. She emailed me back. She gave me some tips, and she was like, maybe you should try it in a different browser. She's like, because it's up, the site is up, everything is working. And finally, I figured it out, got it together, and ordered it. And I was just like, dang, like, okay, good business, good service. Like, she hit me back like within an hour, and I was able to purchase my palette. Not only that, you guys, after I purchased my palette, she went ahead and emailed me back, and she said, we got your order, and I just want to let you know everything went through, and thank you for your business. And I was just like, thank you, like, I really appreciate that. And do you know that lady went ahead and shipped my palette out the same day? She put it in priority mail for a 2-day shipping. I literally ordered this palette on Saturday, and I got my palette on Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day, which I would have got it on Memorial Day had it not been a holiday. So I have to give shouts out to her. Her name is Yolanda Salmon Thomas. She is the owner, creator, and everything of this brand. And the brand is called Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. And the palette is called the Jamrock Universal Eyeshadow Palette. Let me show you guys the cover of it. And it is let me see how many is in here. If I'm correct, because I've already played in this palette. This is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. It is a 30 eyeshadow palette, and it is beautiful. You guys, I tried to do this video for you guys twice before, like when my palette first arrived. I tried to do it twice, but I was having so many issues. The first time I was having issues with like outside noises. You couldn't hear my video properly, so I had to scrap that. And then the second time, I was having lighting issues. You guys know my I don't know, my lighting situation be tripping. So I didn't want to put out a bad quality video, so I just decided to wait and play in the palette. I had already swatched it for you guys twice, did the video twice, like literally did the whole video twice, and I didn't like it, so I was like, no. So what that has done though is given me time to play in this palette and create looks with this palette. And so right now I'm just going to swatch it for you guys and just show you the colors, because I think the pigment is just beautiful on this palette, and I really feel like there should be more reviews up on this palette, because this palette is amazing and obviously it's selling, but people are not talking about it. So I just want to be a person that puts a review out, and especially because the lady too, she seems super sweet and her customer service was impeccable. Not gonna lie, super impeccable. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch this palette and I'm gonna show you guys the colors, and I'm just gonna tell you, obviously you know already that I like it. I really, really like it, I do. But I'm going to tell you the names of each of the colors. And first, let me just tell you a little bit about the owner. Like I said, she is a black woman by the name of Yolanda Salmon Thomas. She is born in Jamaica, but she now resides in New York, and that's where she runs her business. And she is a black woman, entrepreneur. This business has been up, I believe, for 2 years. I could be wrong, but I believe when I read about her, it said that she started this 2 years ago. And this palette has been out for 2 years. And it's crazy because I had never heard of this palette until a couple of months ago. Also, too, she has a part 2 to this palette out now. Tried to pick it up on the Memorial Day sale, but they had a bundle for the first palette and the second palette and a set of brushes, and honey, that was sold out. So I'm going to try to go back and get the second palette if I can eventually. But yes, so this has been out for 2 years. Like I said, it's a 30 pan palette. It's cruelty free. It has a shelf life of 36 months, and it is, if you have a mica allergy, then you probably want to stay away from this, because the main ingredient in here is mica and titanium and iron oxides. So, also too, it has talc in there too. So you might want to be careful of that if you are sensitive to any of those things. But anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump into these swatches so you guys can see this palette. I'm going to show you the palette, and then I'm going to jump into the swatches, and then we'll talk about the rest at the end. But before we do that, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button at the end if you like this video, and also to turn that subscribe button into subscribed with a D at the end. Also to hit the notification bell so you can know every time I upload a video. And let's get into these swatches. Here is the actual palette. I love the name of the palette, and I love that she dedicated the palette to like her culture. You know what I mean? Like, it's called Jamrock Universal. Everybody knows about Jamrock, you know, like it's the whole Jamaican theme. I love the colors, how bright and vivid the palette is. It's completely beautiful. And then when you open it up, and I'm going to try not to blind you guys, because for some reason when I show this palette against my camera, it makes my lighting go weird. So yeah, there is a, let me see, how can I do this? There is a huge mirror, as you can see right there. That is the mirror. It is the whole size of the entire top side. Let's move that. And now let me show you guys the shadows in this palette. You guys, this is the shades in the palette. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. I love the shades because there is a range. You have bright, vivid colors, then you have neutral colors, you have mattes, you have shimmers. I mean, you just have a little bit of everything. And for those of you who love a black in your palette, there is a black in this palette. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go across from, I always say from right to left, but it's actually from left to right on you guys. I'm going to go from left to right. I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah, from left to right, and I'm going to go row by row and swatch them and tell you the names. Now also too, this is cute what she did. She named a lot of these, I guess you could say Jamaican terms, because like to pay homage to, you know, her people, and I respect it. But I do want to say, I may not get some of these right. So for all of my Jamaicans out there, please don't beat me up. I'm going to try my hardest not to butcher this, but okay, your girl is going to try, okay? So first up we have, I'm going to do them 3 at a time. So the first 3 are all mattes. And the first one we have is called Irie. And then we have Zine, which is Zeen. I'm thinking that's like a Jamaican term. And then we have Islanders. So, okay, we have Irie, Zine, and Islanders. And let me just show you that up close. And then in this row, we have Glow, Yardie, and Trophy. Now, Glow is a shimmer, Yardie is a matte, and Trophy is like a metallic. Definitely a metallic, and it's so pretty. So pretty. Oh my gosh. So Glow, Yardie, and Trophy are at the bottom 3. I hope you guys can see this. We have a shimmer, a matte, and a metallic. So that's the first row. That's the first 6 in the first row. And now we're going to jump into the second row. Okay, so for the second row, we have Tropical, Gutty, Guddy. Somebody tell me what. If you know any of these terms, please help me out. So Tropical, Gutty, and Loud. So this is Tropical. Let me redo that. That was terrible. This is Gutty, and this is Loud. So here we have Tropical, Gutty, and Loud. That's those 3. And then the last 3 in the second row are Tropics, Yasso, Yasso, what does that mean? And then they have one, she has one called Rhythm, like rhythm but with a D, so Rhythm. So Tropics, Yasso, and Rhythm. And all 3 of those are matte. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys what these first 3 was. The first one was a matte, the second one was a shimmer, and the third one was a shimmer. And the last 3 in this row are all mattes. So that is the first and second row. Look at that, you guys. That is beautiful. First and second row. Gosh. All right, let's move on to the third and fourth. Third row, we have Pink, Glow, and Good, and then spelled Gud-Gud. So Pink, Glow, and Good. And you guys, oh, look at this. Just look. So beautiful. Look at my fingers. Like, seriously? Cute. Beyond cute. All right, and the second 3 in this row is Luddy. I think I'm saying that right. It's Luddy. Luddy, I'm not sure. Slay, and Purple. Oh, and so those first 3, I keep forgetting, sorry. The first one is a matte, the second one is a shimmer, and the third one is a shimmer for the first 3. So for these 3, they're all mattes. So we have Luddy, Slay, and Purple. Beautiful. And I'm going to try to fit the fourth row on here, hopefully. Let's see. Now this one, you guys, I might butcher a little bit, but I am trying, okay? So keep that in mind. The first one in the fourth row is called Wagwan. That's literally what it's called, and it's spelled WHA-GUWAAN, like they saying what's going on, I think. I think it sounds like what's going on. Wagwan. So, yeah. If I said that wrong, Honey, I tried. So we got Wagwan, Blackish, and Gorgeous. And this is Wagwan. It's a really pretty deep purple. And then Blackish, which is an amazing black. And then Gorgeous. Wagwan, Blackish, and Gorgeous. You guys, do you see that pigment? This is ridiculous. And look at my fingers. This is for real pigment. Seriously. This palette is beautiful and they feel so nice. The mattes and the shimmers and the metallic. Alright, so the next three in this palette are Nude, Stush, S-T-U-S-H, Stush, and Lovable. Oh, and for those first three, this was a shimmer, a matte, and a shimmer. So the black is a matte, but the other two are shimmers. Alright, so now we have a matte called Nude. Then we have two shimmers. The first one is Stush, and the second one is Lovable. So Nude, Stush, and Lovable. And that is the third and fourth row. I hope you guys can see those colors. They are super vivid. They are super creamy. Like this palette is, oh, man, it's beautiful, you guys. No joke. It's beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clean these swatches off and come back with the last row. So last but not least, the fifth row, which is one of my favorite rows besides the first two rows. I love the bright colors in the first two rows, but as you move down in this palette, it gets down to the deeper colors and the neutral colors. And the fifth row has like the deep neutral fall colors, and I love those colors too. Just as much as I love bright colors, anybody who knows me knows I love me a good neutral. So this is the fifth row, and these are the last colors. So we have a matte and two shimmers, and they go by the names of Browning. Sorry, they're so like, it just comes up so easily. That's crazy. Beautiful, which is a beautiful color, by the way. It's a perfect name. And the third one is Earth. So Browning, Beautiful, and Earth are the first three in the fifth row. Can you guys see that? They are really pretty. Look at these tones, man. Beautiful. And the second three in this row are called, let me clean my hand, Pop Style, P-O-P hyphen S-T-Y-L-E. So I'm sure that's a term. Fluffy, and one of my favorite shades in here, Maroon. Now, Pop Style and Fluffy are shimmers, and Maroon is a matte. So we have Pop Style, Fluffy, and Maroon. And Maroon is actually one of the colors of my eyes. Actually, I'm wearing a couple of these colors from this. Let me pick this up a little bit more. A couple of the colors from the bottom two rows on my eyes to create this look. So this is the fifth and final row, you guys. I hope you can see that good. Colors are beautiful. The pigment is insane. And yeah, palette is bomb. So let me just tell y'all really quickly how much the palette costs. The palette is $32 for 30 shadows, which is a really good price as far as I'm concerned. It's like $1 and a little change for each shadow. The pans aren't super big. Well, not super big. Let me not do too much. The pans are big though. They're normal size pans. They're not little skimpy pans. They're big. They're big. And just for the pigmentation, the blendability, I've been wearing this palette now. I've been playing in this palette for like over a week. I've been picking it up, playing in it, and every look that I've created with it. I even created a look, and I'm going to redo it too. I'm going to do a video with the look. I created a look inspired by the actual palette, and it just came out so pretty, you guys, and it was so vivid and so bright. These colors remind me of, I think the only other colors that I know of, the only other company that I feel shows up really pretty on like a deeper skin tone is Juvia's Place. These have that same pigmentation, that same pop, that same everything. They blend like a dream. They're really beautiful. And just the palette itself, just look at this, you guys. It's so pretty. So, so, so pretty. And it's so funny that I'm doing this video today, and I've been trying to do it, but somebody left a comment on my page earlier saying, like, about a different palette that I have, which I love also, the Be Coquette. You guys know how I feel about that palette. And they said something that I thought was the exact same thing. Well, so, let me rephrase that. They said something that I felt was the exact same thing, and it was a trick that they put it on my page today on the day when I was going to redo this video, so I thought that was really dope. They were saying that the colors in this palette remind them of the Be Coquette palette, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm doing the Jamrock palette today. I was surprised to hear somebody mention the Jamrock palette. She left a comment on my video about the Be Coquette palette and was like, oh, the colors in here remind me of the Jamrock palette. And I was like, okay, so people know about this palette. Okay, let's go. So anyway, I just wanted to shout that out. Thank you, homegirl. I was getting ready to do this video, so you kind of just hit the nail on the head for me. But anyway, you guys, like I said, this palette is $32. The customer service that I received was amazing. The owner is, like I said, indie brand, black owned brand, black woman owned brand. I think she needs to be supported. I think more people need to do reviews on this palette and do looks on this palette, because the palette is really, really nice. The price is wonderful. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I will be coming in the near future to do the look that I did before, because I want to show you guys the look that I did that was so inspired by the palette, and it just came out so cute. I was just like, I gotta do that again on camera. So I'll be coming soon with a part 2 to this, you guys. But yeah, this palette is really well thought out, because you can come up with a lot of different looks, from bright looks to neutral looks, and I like that about this palette. And also too, like I said, on deeper skin tones, it pops. So with all of that being said, you guys, I of course will leave all the information about this palette in the description box. Also a link to her website. She sells other things too besides that. Like I told you, she has another palette on there, and also too, if I'm correct, she has like lashes and a lash book and highlighters. She has a lot of stuff. Just go check her website out. Check her website out. It's in the description box. Click that link, go check it out. Also too, don't forget, leave me a comment, hit that like button if you like this video, and look out for part 2, because your girl is going to come with that look to show you guys how good this palette is, like actually show you. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching my video and for putting up with my rambling, but you know how I get when I'm excited about something. And I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.